U.S. activists gather 1 year after Supreme Court's abortion ban decision, in commemoration of the first anniversary of the Supreme Court's ruling to overturn the 1973 Roe v. Wade decision, which legalized abortion nationwide. Activists on both sides of the abortion debate will hold competing rallies across the United States on Saturday. In Washington, supporters of abortion rights, represented by national groups like Women's March and Narrow Pro-Choice America, will convene in Columbus Circle. They will celebrate the defeat of certain anti-abortion candidates in the 2022 midterm elections, and rally voters in preparation for the upcoming congressional and presidential elections in the following year. Simultaneously, anti-abortion organizations such as Students for Life America will host a national Celebrate Life Day rally at the Lincoln Memorial. Prominent speakers, including former Vice President Mike Pence, a Republican candidate for the 2024 presidential race, will address the crowd. The Supreme Court's ruling on June 24, 2022, granted individual U.S. states the authority to implement abortion bans, marking the first time in nearly 50 years that abortion care could be prohibited. Conservative states have since enacted numerous legislations to restrict the procedure, while other states have taken steps to safeguard abortion access. Within the past year, near-total abortion bans have been implemented in 14 states, despite opinion polls indicating that a majority of Americans support the legal availability of abortion in most or all cases. This issue is expected to remain central in the upcoming congressional and presidential races, with activists on both sides utilizing this anniversary as an opportunity to mobilize their respective bases and encourage political engagement. Leading reproductive rights groups, including Emily's List, Narrow Pro-Choice America, and Planned Parenthood Action Fund, have publicly endorsed the re-election of Democratic President Joe Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris in 2024. On Saturday, Vice President Harris will deliver a speech in Charlotte, North Carolina, advocating for national legislation to safeguard abortion rights. This comes just 1 week before a new Republican-backed law, reducing the legal window for abortions from 20 to 12 weeks of pregnancy, takes effect in the state. In response, Democratic lawmakers introduced a measure on Thursday that aims to protect both abortion patients and providers from criminalization nationwide. However, due to the deep divisions within Congress, the likelihood of this measure passing is low. Meanwhile, some abortion opponents are pushing for a federal ban on abortions after 15 weeks of pregnancy. Former Vice President Pence, a staunch abortion opponent, expressed at a Faith and Freedom Coalition gathering in Washington on Friday that every Republican candidate for president should support a ban on abortion before 15 weeks as a minimum nationwide standard. Several contenders for the Republican presidential nomination, including former President Donald Trump and Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, have voiced support for abortion restrictions without providing specific commitments. Governor DeSantis recently signed a law in Florida that bans abortions after 6 weeks of pregnancy. According to a Reuters Ipsos poll conducted in May, approximately 64% of respondents stated that they were less likely to support a presidential candidate who endorsed significant restrictions on abortion, while 36% indicated that they would be more likely to back such a candidate. In addition to the rallies, marches, and concerts advocating for reproductive rights are scheduled in states from Florida to Oregon on Saturday.